am going to do a little video on how to make chocolate, because a couple of people have asked me how to make it, particularly Sandra wants a recipe. She's got all the gear and she wants to make it, so I thought I'd do a little video, probably be easiest. So what I've got is I've got all the gear here, and I'm just going to talk you through how to make. Right, so here are some of the ingredients, but you can't see them against the thing. Right, let's start. With the main ingredients, right. Coconut oil. That's how you'll buy it in Sainsbury's or wherever you're going to get it from. Local Indian shop. And this is some I've just had standing in water, in hot water, and you can see that's liquid in this conditions. That is the raw cacao powder that you can get from Indigo Herbs. You'll need that, you'll need that, and you'll need some sort of sweetener. That's quite a good one to use, Groovy Food Agave. I've got my grape molasses that I bought when I was in Turkey. And there was something else here. Where's the honey gone? You were munching it, weren't you? Oh, there we go. And awesome honey. So you can use any of those for sweetener. So the three main things you're going to need are coconut oil, cacao powder, and agave. Those three there. Now, you can also add various other things. Carob powder. Lucuma is really nice to have as a sweetener. You can put cocoa nibs in it. You can put wheatgrass in it, spirulina, nuts, raisins, walnuts, pumpkin seeds, dates. This is one of my secret ingredients, licorice extract. I love it. It just gives it a really nice flavour. And then you can put any sort of tinctures or stuff like that in it. Bit of a love potion. Peppermint oil. Anything like that can go in. Right, so I'm going to show you the process now. Oh, and these are the moulds you want to use. These are from Morrison's and they cost about a couple of quid, £2.99, something like that. What you want to do is give them a little polish out, because then that helps the chocolate to come out more easily. So, over to the stove. This is a really cute little pan that I bought in a foreign country. Portugal, probably. And that's really nice because it's specially just for my chocolate, so I keep that for my chocolate pan, unless Jackson cooks his baked beans in it. Right, so you're going to film again. With a really low heat. Just have it on a really low heat so that ideally, at any time, you can put your hand on the bottom of the pan. That's the idea. So this has been standing in water. So I'm just going to pour that in. I will put a little bit more in because I want to show you what it's like when it's solid as well. Now, quantities, it's not really about the quantities, it's about how much you want to make. So, can you film in the pan? So we've got some liquid in there and some solid. I'm just going to leave that. Look, I can still touch the bottom of the pan there. Okay. So that's just melting down. Everything that you use in this, don't use metal on metal, just use silicone. And we're just giving it a little bit of help there, just to let that ease down. So what I'm going to do now is gather agave. So it's a bit of a sort of suck it and see. So probably, if that was a pot of coconut oil, that would maybe 1/3 of a pot of coconut oil. And it really depends on taste, on how you want it. So that's practically melted that. I can still put my hand on the bottom, just turn that down. Right, and then agave, I'm going to give it a good old 1-2 tablespoons of agave. And this is how you make chocolate. It's about feeling it rather than having a recipe. So that goes just gently in there. And then next we're going to put the cacao powder in. So, can you film the consistency? So I'm going to go with a couple and mix it. And the way that you can judge this, it is just on the consistency. And you don't want it to be too thick. It has to be this sort of really nice sort of pouring consistency. So that's about 3 dessert spoons. So let's say 1/3 of a tub of coconut oil to 3 dessert spoons. And just blend that together. And then, over here, and then that is now ready to pour into the moulds. So what you can do is just licorice extract. You don't have to put any of this in, but I always put licorice extract in because it just gives it a really nice flavour. You can get that from indigo herbs as well. Mix that in. And then very basically, all you do is whatever you want to... Oh, where's all my scissors gone? Right, whatever you want to put in the chocolate, you do it now. Now the reason I do it now, you can soak these if you want, you can soak them in alcohol. If you want to make them with alcohol, you can do walnut and raisin, nut and raisin. So basically whatever you want to put in there, you just flake it in to the tub, put a few sultanas in there. And this way you can just make a load of different flavours. One of my favourites I like is to put desiccated coconut in, but I haven't got any. I haven't got much stuff here actually. I've got some figs actually from the retreat. I might just cut those up and put those in. Dates, can you pass me the figs please?
Where are they?
In that cupboard please, darling. Date and walnut might be quite nice, mightn't it? Oh yeah, that'd be nice. Another thing that's really nice is fresh ginger and grated lemon rind. That's really nice. I like just making all different ones and you get a bit of a surprise. Okay, so just give it another little sloosh so that all the agave's not stuck at the bottom. Knock it off. and in they go. Now you can make these whatever size you want. The thing about this chocolate is it gives you a real kick, and you don't need much of it. So I tend to make them a little bit smaller, and then I can eat more. I can maybe have 2 instead of just 1. You always make the perfect amount. You can just put anything in this. It's just so yummy, 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 delicious. Don't scrape too much out because it's quite nice to lick the top. There we go. And then they go in the freezer for about 10 minutes. Or maybe, they might need a little bit longer than that. Maybe about 20 minutes in the freezer. Voila, okay. We on? Holland and Barrett. These are gorgeous. Cacao nibs, so they give it a real crunch, the chocolate. And that's really nice. Sometimes I'll pour out a couple of trays. Then if there's some left, cacao nibs in the next one. Peppermint oil. A few drops of peppermint oil in the chocolate, mix it up and pour the chocolate on top of the cacao nibs. So that's like a mint crunch, which is really nice as well. So there you go, my little juicy babes. Okay, so Chockie's out of the freezer now. So you can see it's try and hold this phone here now. I'm holding it on my chest. So and all we're going to do is just literally pop them out. So there we have them, juicy, juicy chocks, and look at that, walnut and fig, I think. Beautiful, beautiful. Raw, organic, yummy chocolate. Nice stuff.